The 2020 season continues as we start the European Tour, round number 6 of 22 of the 2020 ISCRO Sunoco Pro Series after a bit of a 2-month hiatus due to some technical issues on my side. Lots of repainting, redoing a lot of things, and we finally return, getting the season back on track, back where we were before. This is La Colina, a track that has been notoriously amazing on this schedule since it joined in 2013. A lot of things to catch up on because obviously, for those in the Discord know that my computer did fry a few months ago and had to basically rebuild a lot of what we have here from scratch. Luckily, a lot of the painters, their stuff were in the DMs, and we were able to recover a lot of the files along with some help from a few others, Will Hoyt and Brandon Cresta, to help repaint the cars remaining that had been lost with my hard drive. So thanks to them getting the season started, I just want to get that out of the way first. As we're going to get ready to go through your starting lineup here at the start of the European Tour in Spain, it's Max Anderson on pole position. Bear with me because I do not remember a lot of the points positions. It's been so long. But Max Anderson on pole position, looking for a career win number 12 today. He's been trying to break that tie ever since it's been retied with him. I believe now it's Jackson and Rowe tied at 11 with him. And Anderson on pole today for Roush Racing Enterprises, looking for a good day to truly get himself in this championship fight. I know he's not quite there, but he definitely could get there with a good result today. Alongside William Duncan, who's pretty much in the same scenario. Not right in the thick of this championship fight, but right behind it. As we know that it's Paulson and Rowe tied for the points lead, and we'll cover them in a bit. But Duncan got a road course win last year at Cardiolo. He's looking for his first road course win this year. He's finally got his groove back, his rhythm back. He's starting P2 today. We'll see if he can pull off a win. On row 2, it is Alex Benyako, your Gatineau winner, who has had a great start to the season. He's currently top 10 in points. This is the breakout year we were looking for out of the 17 in that Mobile 1 Mazda. This is one of the cars that had to be repainted, the 4 as well. And Benyako, it's been absolutely amazing so far. He's starting P3. A chance at a win today in his fingertips, could be going for his second win of the year. He'd be the first to get 2 wins on the year, if I'm correct, which would be incredible, to say the least, if Benyako could be that guy. Alongside Morgan Fuller for Bavarian Thunder Racing, who had an incredible qualifying earlier this weekend. Fuller starting P4 in the top 15 in points, if I'm correct. Absolutely flying in the Gen 2 car this year. Now that we've changed packages, changed cars, she has excelled so far this year in this car. And looking to bring this team another good result, trying to possibly go up near to challenge for the top 10 if she can pull off an amazing result today. On row 3, Dan Bartlett, Monarch number 86. Some rumors surrounding him, whether he'll return next year. We all hope he does, but he sits here row 3, never won a race. He got a win ripped from him at Talladega a few years ago by his own teammate and team owner Benoit Ravine back when he was at Trailblazer. Now he's at Monarch, looking for a win here today at La Colina, one of the closer places to him when it comes to home track. The Brit possibly going to be going for a win today. Alongside William Brock, who has not won since 2017 when he got his 10th career win, being the second person ever to get 10 career wins. But since then, it's been a long drought, almost 3 full years since he has won a race in this series. He wants to win one today. He wants to break that dry streak and get a win starting P6. It's definitely possible. On row 4, Fuller's teammate Takayama brings up a Bavarian double top 10. An incredible performance out of the team, although their other teammate, part-time driver Patrick Holub, did not qualify for the race. DNQ'd in go or go home qualifying, along with, I believe it was DJ Curtis and Diego Yepes. Unfortunate for them, but Bavarian will bring it up with just the 2 full-time drivers, and starting in the top 10 for both of them, it's looking good. And that's alongside Paul Jackson, the 2017 champion. And Jackson has not had the greatest of years so far. Jackson's been a little bit off the pace compared to his past years, where he's been right at the front in the action for the championship right from the drop. And now that just doesn't seem to be happening. Jackson's having to work to get himself up into this championship battle, but I would not doubt that he would be able to pull it off. And on row 5, Allie Nelson gets one of her best starts of the year in P9. Now that we had to repaint this car, it looks much better. I love this new car compared to the old one. That Jack Daniels number 6. There was rumors before the break we had that Nelson and Ray were underperforming to the point that we could see them possibly get traded, was a rumor, but Nelson trying to prove otherwise, trying to prove that she deserves a place at the team, starting P9, alongside reigning champion Cordell Paulson in that number 83 Lifton Honda Accord. Paulson currently tied for the points lead with a guy who's just 2 rows back from him in this race. You could see him just barely on the left side of your screen. You might be able to, I'm not sure. I can see him. Paulson just picking up where he left off last year. Absolutely incredible pace once more this year. But he's got a challenger this year, and that would be if we looked a few rows back. We look at Alexander Rowe. Having one of his best starts to the year he's ever had. Currently holds the points lead, tied with Paulson, like said, and they're going into this event looking to see who's going to come out on top today. Other surprises to the field, obviously you're looking next row, you see Audra Baranowska's another incredible starting position down in 14th. She has been qualifying great in that 08 all year. Well, all year, it's only been 5 races, but she continues to qualify consistently well in that 08 car. Has been able to put herself in owner's points in a Red Stallion, and with this top 15 qualifying, could continue to climb through the ranks. Look back even further, there's Ray that we mentioned before. Ray Hall, almost top practice, one of his best practice results of the year, and he's not actually in a terrible qualifying position, down in 20th. Could see him try to get up into a top 10 by the end of this race. Reigning winner Sean Angel's going to have a long way to go to win like he did last year. Cody Lamas, second in practice. Absolutely incredible performance out of the Fitzwater, Australia, but not a great qualifying. Kenny Moma making his first career start. The reigning Junior Series champion, now driving down in PLS and has a part-time gig for only a few races up in the Pro Series. This is one of his 2 races he gets this year. So this is one of the only times we're ever going to see him on track. And then looking at the back of the field, Sean Ard to the rear due to a fuel system failure. PJ Karenko, an engine blowout, and Aiden Shepard got wrecked out in practice, totaled the car, and all 3 of them had to go to the rear due to different changes to incur a penalty. Oh boy, I'm actually kind of nervous to get this started again, but Max Anderson, the guy to beat today, we'll see if he can as we go down to take the green. And it will be Max Anderson, the 2014 champion, leading us to the green flag here as we are green in the European Tour. Anderson gets the jump on Duncan, but Duncan, not far behind, files in into second. Fuller overtakes for third. What happened to Benyarko on that start? That was a terrible start out of Benyarko. He falls a few positions, but wow, Nelson gained 3 spots on the start, is going for a 4th on the outside of her teammate. Nelson, an incredible start for the 6. That's what Shock Allison Racing wants to see, as I see Duncan down the inside of Anderson for the lead. He'll get it. Duncan now takes the lead from Anderson. Anderson files into second. Fuller now going to start chasing him down for second as well, down in third. Bartlett 4th. Nelson in the top 5 from 9th on the start. It was an incredible jump from the 6. Everyone is clean. I want to watch that start out of Nelson. Let's go. I want to go see that. On board this start out of Nelson, an absolutely monstrous jump on the field she got. Hugs the back of Takayama, looks for the opening, goes wide on Takayama. Just where is she going to find this opportunity to jump these guys? Oh, Benyarko runs wide. She just powers it down the inside of Takayama, powers it down the inside. What would become the outside of Alex Benyarko. And normally a driver who's known for being a speedway ringer really puts her elbows out on a road course and would take it on the outside of Benyarko as we head up the hill. Absolutely incredible start from Nelson. And as we continue on, we look at Nelson now beginning to put pressure on the 86. That is Dan Bartlett, who has one of his best qualifying, actually the best qualifying he's had this year so far. And right now sits in P4, gained 1 spot on Alex Benyako on the start, and now could be going for a podium if everything lines up correctly. But it's Duncan Cardiolo, feature winner last year, now leading out front here in La Colina. Duncan has some pretty bad reputation with this track. This track has never really gone his way, especially a few years ago when he lost the race to Paulson due to Anderson literally race rigging. So he especially doesn't have good history with the guy who's behind him at this track. These guys just do not like each other, so I'm kind of nervous to see how a battle between these two would actually go if it was a battle that lasted for more than a corner. The same way Duncan just absolutely destroyed Anderson and got the spot. Nelson actually all over the back of Bartlett, and that is Morgan Fuller on Anderson! Look at her go. There's no way she pulls this off around the outside, though. No, not in 1 and 2. You would need to have a better line than that. But that is Allie Nelson on the outside of Bartlett, the same place she got Benyako. Around the outside of the 86 and cuts him off. Wow. Oh, a little shaky out of the corner. No, Bartlett gonna battle back up the hill and down the big straight. We get ready to run into probably the biggest trouble spot on the track, which is this right-hander right here. This place has been known to cause some incidents just because of how the way it's shaped, the way it's such an awkward corner to take, and Nelson's gonna lose out on Bartlett and possibly lose out on Alex as well. How's your top 2 in points? Paulson, terrible start, down to 16th, but Rowe gets the start he needed. He should be 12th now. He just got overtaken by Eric Monaco for 11th. Now Rowe looks like he's in the driver's seat for this points chase. Anderson really wants to go after Duncan, but Fuller is not letting him go. Look at her go. This is incredible. This is not only a Bavarian Thunder racing car on the podium, but it's a Bavarian Thunder racing car battling to go further. Down the inside goes Fuller for second. Once again, she'll try it again. This is another risky spot to try it. She tucks in. Didn't want to try it. Tucks into line. Checks up. Maybe checked up a little too hard. Now in range of Bartlett. Like I said, Bartlett could get a podium in the right scenario here. As Benyako now trying to fend off the challenge from his teammate who wants it back. Anderson off the track. Oh, Nelson trying to go the long way around on Benyako again. She really likes taking the long way around. Oh, but she's pulling. She is pulling here. I don't know how this will go between these two, though. She is not being careful around her teammate. She wants spots. She wants position. But Benyako's not going to give it to her. Nope. And that's just going to cost her more spots. She's being too aggressive. She needs to settle down and take it easy. Anderson continuing to try to fend off the challenge from the 53. Bartlett waiting in the wings to possibly take advantage. This could be her chance right here to be able to challenge Anderson the way she is. He is not a pushover, but she is just absolutely hounding him. And now the third challenge out of the 53 on the 34. This car is much more underpowered, which is why this move is being a lot more difficult for her than it would be for a normal person. This is a rank B versus an A+ car, but Fuller will fight it anyway. Around the outside, hooks it into place and gets second place. Wow. Now Bartlett on Anderson. These two are surprisingly, they're surprising to see up here, but they are putting on a show. They are not giving up and they are pushing hard. I see Eric Monaco has gotten through Jackson and Perez now. That is up to 9th. 2 spots in a single lap. Monaco is flying. His next target would be Grace Takayama, Fuller's teammate. Fuller now. Next target being the leader, Willie D. If Fuller can actually go for a win here today, that would be absolutely incredible. But she has the pace.
You should get your leaderboard up. It is lap 3 coming to lap 4. Already almost a fifth through the race. This is 20 laps, which doesn't seem like a lot, but a reminder that this is over 2 minutes for a single lap. This is not a short track at all. Now Fuller's got to get away from Anderson and begin to track down the 4. She has to get away from him. Else, you know, Anderson will battle back. Takayama looked like she just went off the track down to last. Or not Takayama, what the? Tamura. Tamura has shown potential this year. This race just doesn't seem to be going her way, though. The Japanese driver driving for down in lights. Is that Curtis Racing? Down in lights, I believe. I believe so. Other people not having great days. Shane down in 32nd, although he's not the greatest road course ringer. He has had good results at this track before. In fact, Downey down here with him. I don't think Full Frontal nailed the setup today. I mean, Brock's got something going, but the other two don't. Something might not be quite right with the setup they have. Roush as well, down 29th. He's got such a long ways to go. Although these two pit sorters, 24th, 25th, looking very solid. That's a good result for them. Vince Freeze, we completely neglected to mention Vince Freeze. Now in the 35, Tyler Thaber has received an indefinite ban from the series. And Freeze was given the up to the team. It was already expected that the announcement would be incoming that Freeze would be going to the team next year anyway. And to see him now in this car, obviously he's not going to do amazing in his first race. He's got a long ways to go. He's got a lot to learn in this 35. I think right now he should just be focusing on getting that top 20, getting that 99 out of the way, and getting himself a good position, at least a decent position in this race. That is Nelson on Brock, getting him back and bringing the 54 with her. The girls are hanging out, and the girls are trying to tear through this field together. Oh, Anderson got Fuller again. Oh, Anderson, that's what I meant. That's what I meant by Fuller needed to get away. Because if she didn't, Anderson was not going to let her go without a fight. And Anderson back to second. Duncan just leads out front. Brock, Takayama, Monaco, Jackson, Rowe, all battling for position. Takayama goes to block, stop the momentum from the 01. This is a battle for 6th. This is the battle for 7th because Nelson got away. Nelson was 6th. The battle for 7th, and it's a big battle. Bunch of different people all fighting for this position. And that's causing everyone to train up behind. Battles lose a lot of time at this track. So if you start battling, that's just going to lead everyone who's behind to catch up. But it's also going to lead everyone ahead to get away. And that's what's happening here. Nelson is starting to get a gap, and it's why Duncan got the gap he did, because Anderson and Fuller began to battle. You want to battle as little as possible. Anderson, a little wide there, and Fuller's going to take advantage and try to get him in the same place she got her last time. Her. That Anderson is not a her. What am I doing? And Fuller gets him. Once more, Fuller back up into second. But once again, Anderson continues to hound the 53, tries to get the spot back. Fuller absolutely leaves it out, everything out there to get the position, and she does. Benyako now through Bartlett and going for third on Anderson. Everyone's goal right now should be to catch up to Duncan, who is just absolutely leaving. He's out of there. Duncan is just out of there because these two cannot stop battling. The moment one of these two gets away from the other, I could see them starting to try to track down Duncan. But as of right now, this is just Duncan's game. Oh, look at that. Much tighter line out of Anderson, and a much tighter line against Anderson out of Benyako. And these three are nose to tail down the hill. And you now see the 6 starting to get into the picture as the rest of the train is not falling behind because they stopped fighting. You guys could learn from that. As once again, Anderson on Fuller. Not the place to do it. This is just going to let Benyako take the spot. You should know this is not the place. Oh, Pericles is out. Let's finish up this battle and then go see what happened to Pericles. But right now, Anderson trying to go on the outside of Fuller. That's just not going to work. You're going to go on the curb. Yep. And that's going to drop those positions. You don't try to go the inside in turn 1 because you're just going to be in the worst line in 2, which is not where you want to be. The outside in 1 is much better than the outside in 2. And Fuller will get second. Benyako will slide into third. And Bartlett will slide into fourth. Nelson and Anderson fighting for fifth. What happened to... Oh, I see that... Oh, Shane got involved. It's Shane and Pericles. What happened? This congealed mess of cars would just... It would just become too much. Pericles would dive in, but Vincent had no space to go above with Roush there. And around would go Shane, and around would go Pericles straight into that tire barrier. He's out of the race. Shane would continue on, but his race is practically over. Bad luck for Shane. He's been having a good run as of late, but this is going to be a setback, and Pericles, not what the team wanted. Duncan continues to be up front. Fuller now with Benyako hounding the back of the 53. Again, you need to get away from him. You need to hold Bartlett as a challenge, but Bartlett's not been very aggressive, which might be your problem. A little bit of battling out of third and fourth would allow Fuller to just run. But that's just not happening because Bartlett's not aggressive today. He is being very quiet and very silent and just letting the people ahead give him the spots instead of taking them himself the same way Fuller and Anderson and all these people have been trying to do. And once again, because of that battling, look at this. The rest of the pack has caught back. Battling is not good here. You don't want to battle for too long or this happens. Look at this train all the way to the back of the field. It's incredible how big the train can get if people at the front continue to battle this way. I am surprised it's taken this long for someone to get away, but at the same time, it is a B-rank car trying to get away from the rest of the field, and that's just not an easy feat. Instead, Fuller's just going to have to truly train it and just keep defending with her life and hope that she can keep it. That was an incredible run out of Benyako, but I'm not sure it's going to come through. Oh, but that was a great launch out of the final corner. They're about even at the line, but again, Benyako, you don't want to challenge here. You should know that. This is just Fuller. There's no way you get this from her. And that's going to be Bartlett doing what I said, just taking advantage of moves of battling ahead, and he'll take the third position. Fuller will retain second. Anderson trying to find a way through the 86 or the 17. Can't quite find his way through, but now those two are battling behind. This is your chance to get away, Fuller. Use it. No, Benyako didn't get the run to continue battling with Bartlett. Bartlett into third. Although it's truly training, that is causing some great battles because Fuller just cannot seem to get away. And this is just... Duncan is 6.5 seconds out in front. Fuller, you need to get away. You need to run. But they just won't let you. They just won't let her. She just doesn't have enough power. And everyone just keeps training. Even then, I don't even think Anderson has as much power in that car today as he would want. Which would explain why Freeze and Roush are way at the... Well, not way at the back. In fact, Freeze has gotten through Ray. Someone got through Freeze. Oh, was that Philip Scott? Philip Scott in the top 20. Good job, Philip. Legend himself retiring at the end of the year. It was announced. Sad to see him go. He's been around for a long time, but he's been on a decline recently, and he's just going to go off to do other things. I've heard he's going to be competing on American Ninja Warriors this point. Downey into the top 30 now, but that's not a place where that car should even be close to being. Same with Wilhoit. A lot of the top cars are not incredibly quick today, as you would expect them to be. Instead, it's Morgan Fuller and Dan Bartlett in second and third. But again, because those cars are not necessarily the most powerful on the grid, they're having to defend from the entire rest of the field. Bartlett wants second here. Is Bartlett about to be aggressive for this? He's been really silent so far today. Is he about to get aggressive? Oh, yeah, he is. There he goes. Fuller off the track. Bartlett to second. Oh, Fuller pushed the car too much, trying to compensate for the lack of power in that car, and just ran herself off a turn 2. Sometimes you just can't compensate for the... Oh, my God, Bartlett has no straight line speed. Oh, my God, Bartlett has no straight line speed. There is no straight line speed in that 86. Oh, the 53 gets loose. The back end kicked out on her. And Benyako and Nelson, Shock Allison, moving and grooving. Anderson tries on Nelson. That's risky. Oh, that's risky too. Bartlett! Oh my God, let it all hang out there, but that will just lose all momentum. Yeah, he has no straight line speed. He has been relying on his aero this whole time to keep himself with everyone. That car has no straight line speed. God. That car is really slow on the straights. But now that he's back in line, he should be fine again, but wow, that car has no straight line speed. And, oh my, Fuller! That was slightly aggressive. Okay. Fuller wants back on the podium. Oh, a touch out of Nelson, though. She's getting shuffled back. Benyako might be able to get away, especially with the straight line speed of Bartlett. That car has a lot of aero, though. Bartlett's car is like all aero and no top line speed. What the hell? What kind of setup did you guys do to that thing? That is an odd setup. Duncan continues to lead as, once again, this train just continues to not be broken up just on the fact, well, it's actually starting to break up a little bit. You see a little gap between Paulson and Rowe here. Little gaps are starting to form. Okay. It's starting to see some difference. Yeah, and especially this battle right here might change that. If Bartlett doesn't do the thing... All arrow, no straight line speed, baby. Oh, that was not a good line, though. Very wide. I don't know what they did to that 86, but it's out of all the cars I've seen, that's one of them. That is one of them. Louvier up in the top 15 now. Where did Louvier start? 21st, up into 14th. Very nice. Out of the 2 car, that's a great performance, actually. Good job. Brock has dropped a solid amount recently. He was up there before, but he's fallen back. Where was Perez? Has fallen back. Where was Gerard? Gerard was 17th, gained 1 spot. Shock Jr. Shock was 16th, has now lost 1 spot, but just got 1 back on Sean Angel. Aronowski's obviously dropping. Freeze up in the top 20 now. Very nice. Phillip. Yep. Got that position back from Phillip. And Vince Freeze in the top 20. That's what he likes to see. Bartlett gets through it. All aero, no top speed, baby. Yeah, look at Benyako gain back already. Just in that corner. Oh my God. Where is the straight line speed, Bartlett? Oh, we got a good launch off that corner, though. I think he got a much better launch out of that corner than Alex, and it's actually going to break about even through that straight. He's trying to fend them all off. Oh, going to try to tempt Benyako to go high. That's where he'd want him to go. Not going to happen. Continuing to lead out front is Willie D. As Bartlett now just trying to hold on for dear life to second. But look at that straight line speed difference. The Mazda's way faster. Oh, the Mazda's so much faster. He doesn't even go up the track, but look at the gains. Oh, he's already ahead. Nelson! What are you doing? What are you doing, Nelson? What are you doing? Oh my God! Yeah, that's Ellie Nelson. That's Ellie Nelson for you. Oh, that was scary. Oh, that was so frightening. I thought they were going to wreck for a second. Nelson, what are you doing? Oh, and just sending Benyako up Bartlett keeps second. Great defense. He's got no straight line speed, but a great defensive power in that 86. He's fighting for his life out here. And look who's finally back, being Nelson and Eric. Eric started 15th and is now battling with this group for second. Up in 6th with Benyako and Fuller up ahead. Very nice. I don't know how you're putting on such a defense with this car not even being good. This car is not even that good. In fact, Duncan's car actually isn't amazing right now. Duncan is... Oh, Moma! Out of the race. What happened? As I mentioned, this corner is a bit of a troubled corner with how awkward it is, and Kenny Moma would run wide and cut down on the 40 and send himself into the barriers. Mark Nutt would get involved. Roush would get involved. I think Will Hoy got a slight piece of it, not much. Benoit got a little bit of a bigger piece. But this would cause a cluster between these cars. Downey and Mark Nutt are going to be out of the race as well. I think Roush is going to be very crippled here. Yeah, look at the front end of that thing. Unfortunate rookie mistake out of Moma. Cut down on the 40. And that's just going to end some days. Bad luck for them. But we return out front. Duncan just doing his best to keep a consistent pace. As long as he keeps his pace consistent, he's fine. He's got a 9-second gap. He doesn't even have to be consistently good, just consistent. Oh, people are hitting the hill now. Pushing the car to its limits. People are definitely putting on a show, that's for sure. Brock now on Ryback. No, this is Ryback on Brock, actually. Other way around. Oh, what? Oh, Brock, what are you doing? That was so risky. That was so risky. It didn't work on Takayama. Look at this. The points leaders battling. And former championship rivals Jackson and Anderson battling in a 4-car. Oh, this might not end well. I don't like any of these 4 together. Any combination of these 4 together makes me nervous. And they're all 4 together on the track. That's kind of spooky. Nelson now ahead of Bartlett. Can Nelson run? Or are they not gonna let her go? Oh, immediately gets a small gap. Might not be able to get challenged there. Yeah, there goes Benoit. Roush. Yeah. Of course they would pit. That's logical. And Nelson keeps away from the 53 there, although runs a little wide. Does keep away. Nelson might have a chance here to gap. Oh, but Fuller, again, pushing the car to the limits. Closing in. Is Fuller going to challenge here? Is she really going to challenge here? No. No, but Fuller might want to go with the 6 here. Going on. I believe that should be the 40 pitting for damage. And I believe that's the 40 out of the race. Yep. 40 out of the race. 37 officially out of the race, and the 18 officially out of the race. Bad luck. There's Fuller. Wow. Here of all places. The banked carousel. And she just gets him. She just gets her. Unless Nelson wants to really push the issue and battle back. Fuller on the mountain again. Made a mistake, tried to push the car again. But once again, pushed it too hard. And that's just, oh my god, they're nose to tail. All 4 of these guys are nose to tail. Oh, pit takers. Yeah, it's about that time. Duncan's in already. Nelson will stay out with Bartlett, Monaco. We just basically split it half and half. Maverick stays out. Maverick has just completely chosen to stay. I don't know if that'll work. Rowe goes with Paulson. I'm guessing it's sort of a whatever Paulson does, you do. Because he's his only target. And Duncan should be exiting the pits right about now. Yes, Duncan out of the pits. As he begins to move towards front straight, hopefully. Okay, we're good. Oh, wow. Neatly puts himself right into that gap between Tamura and Jones. That was kind of scary. Fuller comes out in second. Benyako comes out in third. Anderson and Brock battle for the fourth out of pits. Anderson should have it as we file through. Oh, wow, that was actually a good pit stop at Alamis. Jumps Baranowski's there. That's very nice. That is Roush actually still out on track. So now it's Bartlett in the lead right now, technically, with Ali Nelson chasing him down. Oh, I'm interested to see how this goes. Monaco trying to just close in. They're taking the chance they've got. While Duncan's stuck in traffic, they're getting as much time as they can. Yeah, Duncan is stuck. Although still has a big gap on Fuller. Duncan is stuck behind Tamura. You gotta get out. This is your chance, Duncan. Oh, is Duncan gonna be aggressive here? Duncan's not being aggressive. I think he's just gonna wait for them to pit. I don't think he's taking chances. I think he's just gonna rely on the gap that he has, which is an okay maneuver. Yeah, there goes everyone else. Everyone else should be in here. Oh, Nelson, don't do it. Oh my God, you could have gotten yourself killed. Jesus. Gerard tries it as well. Freeze wants it on Perez, the former car. But again, we just look back for the 4. Oh, Ard can't get out. Oh, Ard can't get out. Ard can't get out. Oh, Ard couldn't get out. Duncan was blocking him. Oh, no, Ard. That's bad. That's bad for Ard. Is Ard going to run out of fuel? Oh, no, he couldn't find his way. He didn't want to wreck Duncan. Bartlett trying to get out in second to jump Fuller. Into second. Yes, Bartlett gets second. Fuller lines up. There's Brock. Just snatches in front of Louviere. Takayama, bad pit stop. And the 08 connects. Oh, that's Baranowski's and Takayama around. Trying to rejoin the track safely. Good job. Good job, you guys. Bobo Jones. Roger Ray. Oh, Ray, no. Buddy. Nelson down the inside of Bartlett once again for a second. Bartlett jumped Nelson in the pits. But Nelson wants it back. Rowe got a great pit stop. Paulson did not. That might be a big difference here. Nelson gets the spot on Bartlett. Back to second. What's the gap? They're closer. They are closer than before because of Ard. And Duncan is not being aggressive with Ard at all. Duncan is being very patient with Ard. I don't know about that move, but at the same time, he does have a buffer. He doesn't have to risk any possible incident during overtaking. He can, in fact, just relax. Let Ard do his thing. Let Ard pit on his own. He's got the gap to keep it safe. But there they go. And here are these 4 now. Nelson, Bartlett, Fuller, and Monaco. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alex has lost the back of these 4. And Rowe is trying to catch up. I'm guessing, yes, Ard is in. Did not run out of fuel. Very good. That's great. That would have sucked if Ard would have run out of fuel because of that. But he stayed patient. Changed plans last second to not hurt the leader. Which, you know, some people just don't do that. Some people will just cross over and cut off the leader and possibly wreck him. Good job out of Ard to know that it would not be a good idea to merge into pit lane at that time. Stays out the extra lap and joins into the pits now. Very good move. Oh my God, Nelson just wrecked! Oh my God! Bartlett just hit Nelson! Bartlett just hit Nelson! We cut away at the worst time! Yeah, so they're battling for second. Bartlett's trying to go the high line and just barely cuts below, but they save it. Both of them do. Nelson rejoins the track, still ahead of Bartlett, but loses positions to Fuller and Monaco. But what a save from the 6. That was incredible. I don't know how she corrected that. But Nelson will retain. Whew, that was something. Yeah, she's still trying to collect herself after that. And that's going to lead Benyako down the inside. It's a teammate. I'm not sure she cares that much about it. But Fuller wants second back. Now Eric Monaco, who is hunted from the 15th position to battle for second here. But Fuller's been up here all day. Fuller has wanted this all day, but Eric's going to cut her off. No, actually, the gap is bigger than it was before. I thought it was smaller. It looked smaller. It's going to be much bigger now. After Nelson and Bartlett connected, it's going to be much bigger. That could have ended much worse than it did. That compacted the field again, though. Oh, my God. That gave me a heart attack of nuclear proportions. I'm guessing 18th was registered as ARD. Yeah, okay. I was wondering why I wasn't finding 18th place. That's because 18th had just pit. So this is now Freeze up in 17th now. Freeze started. Oh wow, that was a really nice overtake. Freeze started 22nd. Now trying to get 16th back from Cody Lamas, and he does. That was very smooth. Very smooth Freeze. Textbook overtake. Oh, God, what is going on here? Yeah, so this should be a much bigger gap now. Yeah! When the second place car goes off the track, loses 4 seconds. I don't think Nelson's going to be very happy with Bartlett. I think that might be a fight brewing. Oh, that is Benyako going for both of them! Oh, is he really going to try to go for both of them in one go here? That would be an incredible overtake if he could pull that off. Oh my God, he did. What? What an incredible overtake. And Nelson's back. On Fuller now. Oh, overdrives it there, though. Benyako had so much speed down that straight, and that's just going to lead Eric back down the inside to be able to get it under braking quicker and get it down low. And now these two fight for second. Nelson down in fourth. Duncan is just sailing out front. All this battling behind, just let him run. Benyako retains second, and now Nelson trying to make it a double podium for Shock Allison. Shock Allison's been in a rut since their win. They haven't had an incredible result since then. This is what they wanted. This is the chance that they needed. Rowe overtakes Fuller, by the way. Rowe has overtaken Fuller into the top 5 now. Where is the 83 in comparison? There he is. So that's 14th compared to Rowe's now top 5. Rowe is going to walk away from this race with the points lead. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. He will walk out of here the points leader. Looking for a top 5 finish here today. I believe Rowe has won a race here at La Colina before. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he has. I think he's won one race. Maybe not. Oh, mistake at Eric, but again, that's fine in this corner. I don't think that Nelson will be able to pull it off around the outside here. Although that was a very good try. Kept it nice and tight, but I don't think she'll be able to do it. Oh, maybe actually. Hold on. Hold on. Can Nelson pull that off? Oh, she clears him. Wow. That's a very rare place to overtake. And Eric loses all composure because of that. Didn't really know how to take that line. And we'll lose the spot to Rowe. Up into 4th goes Alexander Rowe. He's flying now. Benyako was faster than Duncan last time around, but there is no feasible way that on merit Benyako can catch Duncan. There's no way. There's no lappers in the way. It's about a half-second difference a lap. That would catch him maybe 2 seconds, which would be great. That would be very impressive. Rowe just took 3rd. Okay, he's scary. All of a sudden, he's very scary. Oh, he's like a full second faster than Duncan. That's still not enough, by the way. They would need a 2-second a lap difference, at least. I think it's like 2.2 seconds a lap difference, and then they'd have to overtake him. Everyone fighting over here for second during this whole race just let Duncan just check out and run away. And he did. He did. He was just like, I'm out of here. Oh, some people back here just suffering. Oh, jeez. Look into the field. And would you look at that? Freeze has gotten into the top 15. Looking at Paulson ahead. Very good job, Freeze. This has been a great day for you. Rowe from 13th, now into 3rd. Monica from 15th, now into 5th. These two have hunted through the field pretty much together and are now in the top 5. Very impressive race out of these two. Benyako now, trying last corner, just hoping he can keep second away from the 47. I hope that maybe Nelson even takes 3rd back. 2:11.8, and this is a 2:11. Oh, that's an 8/10 difference there. Not enough. It's just not enough. Duncan is basically on cruise control right now, just worrying about staying consistent laps. It doesn't even have to be good laps. It just has to be laps. He's losing 8/10 a lap, but the gap he got in the first stint was just too much. Oh, wheel axle failure for the 99. Insult to injury for Roger Ray, and he'll pull it into the pits. I think he's just done. I think he's just done. Something broke. Is he going to retire the car? Yes. Roger Ray out of the race. Very disappointing. That sucks. It just never went his way today. Rowe all over Benyako now. Trying to look at a chevron sweep here. Trying to get this top 2, but Benyako continues to deny him. Benyako just wants to hold on to second, hoping for some assistance from teammate Allie Nelson. But Nelson has her own person to worry about behind Eric Monaco, challenging for 4th here soon. Oh, Jackson and Bartlett battle behind. Who's trying to overtake who? Jackson on Bartlett is attempted here, but that's the outside. I don't know how that's going to go. You're going to have to really push it in to get it. Oh, no. No. Ryback, what are you doing? Ryback, don't do that. Ryback! Oh, my God. You are going to kill each other. I swear to God. 3 to go this time for Willie D. Just stay collected, Duncan. Joel! Eric tried it. Eric's trying it. Wow. Is he actually going to be able to pull that off? No. Surely not. No. Nelson gets the spot back. Shepard's out of the race. Oh, what happened? Well, he went out in practice at this corner, and he'll go out in the race in this corner. He ran way wide, tries to get back low before Art can get there, and yep, that went exactly how you would expect. Everyone would narrowly avoid the 27, and Shepard out of the race. And so, 3 to go. The gap now 4/10 down from before. Again, doesn't really matter. Oh, Rowe. Better run. Is he going to feint wide here? No. Rowe's going to stick it in line. I think I know which corner he wants. This pass in. Oh, yeah. Oh, but that wasn't a great run out of Rowe. Rowe hesitated to make the move, and that might cost him the chance to make the move. Benyako. Oh, way wide goes Benyako. Oh, don't do the thing. He slows down. He slowed down to guarantee he wouldn't hit Rowe there. And actually, him slowing down caused Rowe to check up and let him get the spot back. Huh. 2 birds, 1 stone. Prevent a wreck and keep your spot. By just checking up and preventing the other person from doing anything. Oh, I bet Benyako is just praying for Nelson to do something, though. Because Rowe is not letting him go. This race right now is Chevron, Shock Allison, Chevron, Shock Allison, and Maverick. Your top 5. Shock Allison having a fantastic day, but you know they want that double podium. You know they want Nelson to get there. Benyako started 3rd, right now in 2nd. Nelson started 9th after the incredible start. Up in 4th, has been battling at the top all day long and wants 2nd or at least 3rd for the team. You can't be peaking. That's not, you're way too far. Yeah. Look back here. It's KO. Oh, don't go 3 wide, you 3 again. Freeze now looking possibly on Angel here. So Angel up in the top 15 from 23rd. That's very nice. Not the best day for Paulson. I'm going to be honest. It wasn't the greatest day for Paulson. 10th to 13th. Lost 3 spots. It wasn't a horrible day, but it definitely could have been better. Nelson actually getting closer to the 47 now. She might actually give some assistance here. How's the lines? Oh, I think Nelson actually got the best run of the 3. The 5's in the pits. Oh, the people who might have gotten roped up with that damage. Oh, Tamura got spun in her stall trying to get back around. And does. Nice. That was weird. These are like the majority of the people who got involved in the incident with Roush, and I think they're all coming back in. Interesting. And now, coming to the white flag, Willie D. Taking it slow. Has not been pushing for a while, actually. He's a full second down on his fastest lap. Exactly to the 1,000th, a full second down on his best. Nelson up in a second. Did Benyako wreck? Oh, no! Alex would run wide again. Tried the same trick a second time. But this time, Rowe got a little too aggressive, and into the wall they would go. Rowe and Benyako out of the race. Oh, that's devastating. Both Rowe and Benyako didn't want that. That's going to hand the points lead to the 83, no matter where he finishes now. Although he's having a little bit of trouble with some guys right now. As Freeze getting through. That's devastating. That is Rowe and Benyako out of the race. And that is Willie D coming to take the white flag this time. Nelson going to take a comfortable second now, but oh my God. It's not even the first time something like that's happened. You recall, it was 2018 with Angel and Roush got together with only like 2 to go for second or third, and they went around. Same thing, just a different corner. Devastating. White flag is in the air for Willie D. Flag to flag coverage, it seems. Flag to flag. Absolutely devastating for Rowe. Rowe was on his way to the points lead. He was on his way, and it's gone. That will push some people up higher on the grid, including Paulson, now fighting for a top 10 with Anderson. But what this does do is it just... Oh! Big wreck there. Or check that out after the race. It's Benoit. Probably got too aggressive, as usual. Nelson just keeping it calm, not pushing too hard. A lot of people running wide near the end of the race. As long as she doesn't push too hard, she will be coming home to her second, technically her second best result, but her best being, well, the Royale, which isn't really a race. So this would technically be her career best result. A second place here at La Colina, a road course of all places. We thought she'd get wins at speedways, but here she is. She pushed like no other, and this is one impressive race from the 6. This is a really impressive race from the 6. She deserves this result. She fought for it, but someone else who also deserves this result won Cardiolo last year. We thought that Willie D was back. He would be winning more road courses, and we were exactly right. Coming into the final corner, and here it is. Wow. A flag-to-flag race out of the final corner. William Duncan wins in Spain, takes the win at La Colina to start the European Tour. The race back to the line, Nelson will bring a career best second place at a road course of all places. Monaco from 15th on the grid will go to 3rd at the end on the podium for Maverick. Very strong. Fuller will fend off Bartlett by a 1/10 of a second for 4th. I believe that's also one of her career best performances. Bartlett in 5th. Jackson 6th, Brock 7th, Ryback 8th, Louvier in 9th, and Anderson will fend off the challenge from the 83 and will take the 10th position. Freeze, an incredible 22nd to 12th place finish in his first ride in the 35. Very impressive, but today is all about Willie D. Got the lead on the start, and the people behind just battled to the point where he got in the lead. He lost a good chunk of time near the end of the race. That didn't matter. All he needed to do was run consistently okay laps, and he did just that, and he will bring it around. A celebration lap for the 4. He's won at Cardiolo, one of the greatest events in the series, and now he'll take another one of the very prestigious tracks. It's not a crown jewel anymore, but it's still a very prestigious track to win at, and Duncan wins at La Colina. Congratulations to him. Before we go check your final results, I want to see what happened to Benoit and Roush with 2 coming to the white flag. So let's go check that out before we see our final results. Bobo Jones and Scott Roush would be fighting for 30th when Bobo Jones would push it way too hard in the corner, and off the mountain they would go, and around would go the 38. And here comes Benoit the Ravine to just, well, pile drive the back of the 38. And both of them would fall out of the race at the end, giving a few extra spots to Yuki Tamura. And that was a pretty hard crash, but both are all right. With that out of the way, let's go look at your finishing results. And so it's Willie D taking the win. I believe this is his 4th career win. This would be, no, his 5th. This is his 5th career win here at La Colina. Nelson, Monaco, Fuller, Bartlett, Jackson, Brock, Ryback, Louvier, and Anderson runs out your top 10. Perez in his first start back in like 3 seasons finishes in the top 20. In fact, both of the Monarchs in the field finish in the top 20, with Bartlett a very impressive 5th place finish. Morandi, one of his first great performances of the year, finishes 16th. Philip Scott picks up the slack from the crashed Pericles and finishes in 18th. The guy who's last in points, I don't think he'll be last anymore. Will Hoyt battles from a terrible qualifying up to almost into the top 20. Same with Karenko, got sent to the back of the grid, and he ends in P20. Impressive results out of them as well. Oh, it's our first race back since the incident, and that was a good race. Next time, we're going to head out to Autodrome de Paris, a track that's been around every single season. One of the only tracks, I believe it's that, Talladega, and Vegas that have been around in every single season. Those 3. And Paris, it's it's been a rocky career for that track. It's had some bad races, it's had some amazing races, and we're hoping for another amazing one. But that will be saved for then. Congratulations once more to William Duncan, and we will see you all next time in France. Ciao.